Okay, first of all, about the topic, what I learned was about the different conditions that people have. Mm, Moreover, the different ways of dealing with mental illnesses, for example, Asperger, Down syndrome, obsessive compulsive obsessions. Uh, I found interesting the way in which you can deal with this. For example, when you are in a classroom and you realize about that a student that is an Asperger, and you have to think about it, the way in which you're going to teach him, because they don't have the same acquisition level that the others. It is different. Uh, the new point of view that I have is related to, um, basically, I have a completely different view of the situation. Before, I used to think that people with Down syndrome were kind of, I don't know, retarded for seeing in some way. But then I realized that they are not. They are just people with different needs and different ways of showing themselves. Okay. A new question. I think that this is kind of complicated because sometimes you think that you learn all that you can learn, but you don't. So in that way, I would prefer just learning as time passing by. Um, so for that reason, I don't have a question right now. Uh, 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 uh. Yes, I have my torpedo here. Skills. Okay, the receptive skills about writing, reading, and listening. What I find easier about the receptive skills, at least in reading, was related the content with my reality and with what I live every day. What I found hardest, what I find was the hardest part was like the new vocabulary. Always is the hardest part because there are some words that you don't know, and some are kind of medical words, sort of medical words. Um, Productive skills in terms of writing and speaking. The difficult part of speaking was probably having the new words that you have just learned in mind to use it. I think that was complicated. And what I found easier, I don't know. I think that all that you live is a new fight that you have to fight. So in that terms, I think that everything is kind of complicated. But I think that that's all for. Yes, that's all.